and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. My first guest is an actress you know from Saturday Night Live, The Other Two, and The White Lotus. She has now written a new memoir, Hello, Molly. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Molly Shannon. Thank you for being here again. It's lovely to see you.
Oh my gosh, Stephen, it's so good to see you.
This is quite an achievement. You have a new memoir here called Hello, Molly, which is just getting extraordinarily wonderful notices.
Thank you.
It's extremely funny, but it's also, and what is so surprising to so many people, it's a beautiful testament to resiliency.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind me saying how it opens, it opens with a car crash. From when you were 4 years old, that killed your mother, your younger sister, and your cousin. As you go to write your memoir, how difficult is that decision to lead with that part of your personal history?
That was really hard, but I think, you know, it is such a big part of my story because, you know, suddenly the rug is just pulled out from under me and my whole life changed in a split second. So it is an important part of my story. And so it kind of felt like, let's just say it, then we can like move on. And even writing it felt that way. I felt like, oh, once I was finished writing that chapter, I was like, I feel like I could take a deep breath. It was really hard to write it all out, but I wanted to get it right. And you know, I deeply loved and admired my father, so I really wanted to, you know, handle that all correctly, and it was like doing surgery, kind of.
Well, as you say, you want to get it out and move on. With those type of traumatic experiences from childhood, it's hard to move on.
Yes.
And what do you, what part of that experience like lives with you to this day? I don't mean the actual moment, but can you even conceive, can you even possibly categorize the ways that formed who you are?
Can I categorize? I mean, yes, I often think like, some people have asked me like, do you think if that hadn't happened, like if you hadn't lost your mom when you were little and your sister, if you still would have gone into show business? I think, I don't know if I would have, and I have to say also that it's interesting that we both had a loss of a parent as kids. I know you lost your dad when you were 10, and two brothers, Peter and Paul. My little sister was named Katie, and then my sister Mary survived, thank God. But I was gonna say, I think, you know, when you know somebody else who's lost a parent as a kid, I read everything you write about it because I relate to everything, you know what I mean? And I know that I've read everything about you where you said you wanted to make your mother laugh and like cheer her up and stuff like that.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I relate to all that stuff too, and in some ways I wanted to like, you know, make sure my dad was okay. My dad was really interested in writing and performing, and we used to do acting exercises in the house, and so I kind of also did that for him too, because it made him so happy, like getting into showbiz. You know, I did it, you do it to like help them too, you know?
Sure.
But,
I mean, you in some ways, your own youthful vitality is like a jumper cable to their life and their ability to keep going.
Exactly.
You know, they're taking care of you, but in some ways you're, the joke we used to make is that I sort of like, my mom and I raised each other from that moment on.
That's so cute. That's so sweet.
Well, what do you think?
I'm so sorry for your loss, Stephen.
Well, I'm so
I think
sorry
about
for
you
your
so
loss,
often,
too.
and I always, I read everything you say about that, and I loved what you said to Anderson Cooper. I thought it was so moving, and just, you're so sweet. And I like that you talk about that stuff, and you're so intelligent, and you put it in such an elegant way, expressing that loss and what it gives you in understanding pain and grief and all that, and you just express yourself so elegantly, and I admire you for, you know, your intelligence and depth.
That's
you know
lovely
what I mean?
of you to say, and I'm wondering what. I'm wondering.
So sad.
I'm wondering what it gave you.
What it gave me,
Yes.
you mean hearing you say that?
No, not what my life gave you. I am a river unto my people. What I mean is what your life, what do you think it gave you, I guess is what I'm asking. Because people do say like, oh, do you think if this happened to you or didn't happen to you, would you still be a comedian?
Yeah.
To which my friend Jon Stewart said, a lot of people suffer, not everybody becomes a comedian. So there's, how do you categorize why someone becomes a comedian? But I'm curious what it gave to you, the knowledge that has happened in your life.
I think it gave me like a kind of urgent, first of all, I love being a mom, and I'm so happy that I got to live way beyond all the years my mom lived. She died when I was 4.
And how old was she when she died?
She was 33. So I think what it does is it gives me this like urgency about life, like and motherhood and having kids, and it's a great comfort getting to do all the things she didn't get to do. And I just get like, oh my God, we're all alive, and like, I just don't, it's so sad to talk about it on such a comedy show, but I feel so grateful that we're alive and like we're living, and I don't take it for granted because I guess like you never know how many years you have with somebody, so I feel like grateful and a kind of urgency about like you're up to bat and you're alive. Sorry, you can bleep it out. I don't want to swear.
No, I know the feeling.
Especially to a nice Catholic boy.
Oh, I don't know about a nice Catholic boy, but a Catholic boy.
Okay,
here, just in case you need that.
Thank you. Yeah.
We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, Molly will explain to us what the Mammoth scam is and was. Stick around.